Okay, the next presentation is a company called Fundzy. Dylan Fox.
So first things first, I want to go ahead and thank everyone for being here today. It's been a really fun day so far, and I'm hoping that Fundzy will be able to add to that as well. So that being said, my name is Dylan Fox, and today I'm going to talk to you about my recently launched startup, Fundzy. Now, Fundzy is an amazing online fundraising platform that connects large national businesses and brands to the loyal communities behind small organizations and individual fundraisers. Now, using the Fundzy website, anyone can come online and easily create a unique, personalized fundraising page for their small organization, student organization, youth sports team, or individual fundraiser, for example. Now, I'd like to show you on our currently live beta platform what this registration process actually looks like. And if you look here, you'll see that 3 simple steps is all that it takes to generate a unique fundraising page on our platform. So what this means is that anyone can come online, register an account with Fundzy, and then once they fill out 2 easy steps where they give us some information about their fundraiser, they immediately have a unique fundraising page generated for them that looks something like this. Now, this is a screenshot of a live active fundraiser that's raising money through our platform today. But what's so great and unique about Fundzy, which I'm sure you may already be able to see, is that every time a supporter actually makes a donation to a fundraiser, they get rewarded with great specialty discounts to great national businesses. And that right there provides the incentive necessary to actually compel the average supporter to make a donation. Now, once that donation's made, the supporter's brought to a confirmation page where they can easily print their discounts right from home or have their discounts emailed to them to be used on their smartphone. But before I go on and tell you any more about Fundzy, I'd like to first talk to you about the current problems that small organizations and individuals face when going about fundraising today. And it all really boils down to one problem, and that is that small organizations and individuals don't have the resources to run effective fundraising campaigns. Now, this is why you see most traditional fundraisers being bake sales and t-shirt sales and car washes. But there's a few glaring problems with these traditional fundraisers. And the first is that they're all extremely risky. And that's because they all require some sort of upfront investment. If you're going to have a t-shirt sale, you need to buy all those t-shirts up front. Or if you're going to have a bake sale, you need to go out and buy all the ingredients up front. And what that translates into is a high level of uncertainty and a low potential for profit for traditional fundraisers. Now, traditional fundraisers further don't allow the small organization or individual to tap into their full potential of supporters. And that's because they all require person-to-person transactions. So let's say, for example, that your son or daughter's middle school soccer team decides that they're going to do a fundraiser, and they decide that they're going to do a car wash. Well, your son or daughter's grandparents would love to support their grandchild's middle school soccer team, but they're not going to drive up all the way from Florida to get their car washed. And that's a missed opportunity for a donation. Now, on the online side of things, there's a few problems with raising money online today. And the first is that there's no platform out there that rewards donors. There's no platform out there that provides incentive for supporters to actually make a donation. But where there's a big gap in the marketplace is that there's no platform out there that caters to the millions of small organizations and individual fundraisers that don't have a large 501c3 nonprofit status. Now, this is a large gap that Fundzy fills, and the way that we fill this gap is through our unique fundraising platform that, like I said, not only caters to the millions of small organizations and individual fundraisers out there, but that also rewards our donors. Now, since we reward all the donors on our platform, we essentially give all of our users the ability to offer their supporters great incentives to actually make a donation, and then we allow those donations to be accepted online. Now, we also allow all of our users to experience completely risk-free fundraising, and that's because there are 0 out-of-pocket expenses or upfront costs associated with using our platform. So if a user doesn't generate any funds or raise any money, then there are 0 costs associated with using our platform. Now, we also allow all of our users to tap into their full potential of supporters, and that's because we reward donors with discounts to national businesses. So no matter where a supporter is located, they'll find incentive in the discounts that they're rewarded with for actually making that donation. So by now you're probably wondering, well, how are these businesses going to partner with you, and why would they want to partner with you? And if you look here, you'll see that the short answer to that question is that we provide to all of the businesses that partner with us a completely free medium of distribution for their sales promotions. And that's because there are 0 costs or fees associated with partnering with our platform. Now, we also allow all the businesses that partner with us to simultaneously sponsor hundreds of fundraisers around the country. Because right now, when a big business wants to sponsor a small organization or individual, they have to go out and facilitate those connections with them. And that takes a lot of time, but all a business has to do now is facilitate one connection with Fundzy. And then through that connection, we allow the business to simultaneously sponsor all of the fundraisers on our platform. Because when a potential donor comes online, they're going to say, oh, wow, okay, if I make a donation, I'm going to get a discount to Gap and to Whole Foods and to a number of other businesses. And that looks great for those businesses that are offering up those discounts. Now, what this also means is that the businesses that partner with us get to be the driving force behind the fundraisers on our platform. Because our users are going to go out and tell all their family and friends that they're doing a fundraiser. And they're going to say, hey guys, if you make a donation, you're going to get a discount to Gap and to Whole Foods and to a number of other businesses. So the businesses that partner with us get a tremendous amount of exposure, of publicity, and a tremendous amount of mentions just because of the way that our users go about advertising their fundraiser. So by now you're probably really stuck on one question. That is, well, how do you make any money on this platform? And the way that we go about making money is by enabling all of our users to generate a substantial amount of donations through our platform, and then by charging a 6.5% service fee on every single donation that's received. Now, this service fee that we charge is collected immediately, so there are never any outstanding bills or invoices that a user has to follow up on. That being said, though, the market for online fundraising is huge. And if you look here, you'll see that online fundraising has grown to $22.5 billion in 2010 alone, and this number is only expected to increase over the next few years. Now, if you also look here, you'll see that there are a number of other online fundraising platforms out there that have raised anywhere from $80 million to $1 billion in donations on their platforms, and that's just in the past 5 to 10 years alone. Now, if you continue to look here, you'll see that Fundzy offers a much better platform than any of the current competitors, and that's for a number of reasons. First, our platform caters to a much wider user base than current competitors. Current competitors basically serve as large databases for 501c3 nonprofits, who are the only type of organizations that can accept donations through their platform. Fundzy, on the other hand, opens up its service and caters its platform to the millions of student organizations, youth sports teams, small organizations, and individual fundraisers out there who are looking to raise funds but who don't have that 501c3 status. Now, a big way that we separate ourselves from our competition further is that we're the only platform out there that rewards donors. And we do so in a compelling manner by rewarding our donors with great discounts to great national businesses. But obviously there is some competition in the marketplace, right? So the way that we plan on addressing this competition and getting our initial user base is very strategic. Now, since we cater to the small organizations, the youth sports teams, and all of the individual fundraisers out there, we plan on partnering with a number of national booster clubs and national organizations that work with the thousands of youth sports teams and small organizations around the country. Now, what these national booster clubs and national organizations do is they send out fundraising suggestions to all of the small organizations that they work with. Now, Fundzy plans on being one of those suggested methods of fundraising. Now, what that will allow us to do is gain widespread awareness for our platform in a relatively easy and cost-effective manner. Now, another way that we plan on gaining a lot of users and really spreading the awareness of Fundzy is through our business model, because we are a for-profit company with a social mission. And what that allows for is a tremendous amount of word-of-mouth referrals and buzz to be generated, because all of our users are going to go out and they're going to tell their family and friends and supporters they're doing a fundraiser on Fundzy. They're going to share this over Facebook and Twitter and through email clients, and what that simultaneously does is spread awareness for our platform as well. So the beauty of our platform is that our users advertise it for us. So now that I've shown you how we plan on entering the market and addressing this competition, I'd like to introduce you to the people behind Fundzy. Now, as of now, it's mainly me, and I have a wide range of experience ranging from web development and social media to most recently working directly under the founder of a financial consulting firm up in DuPont Circle. But while I'm the only founder, I have a great team of mentors and advisors behind me. And if you look here, you'll see that these mentors and advisors include people like Peter Weissman, a local partner at Blank & Rome, and people like Jose Laguna, a co-founder of coworkers.com and a successful serial entrepreneur. Now, these mentors and advisors have provided a lot of help and will continue to provide that help as I grow Fundzy. Now, like I said earlier, we're not just in the idea phase. We launched about 2 weeks ago and have active fundraisers generating donations through our platform today. And now that we have fully launched and our platform is fully developed, we're in a much better position to go out and secure these partnerships with these national businesses. Now, we plan on securing these partnerships very shortly, which will allow us to reach our short-term milestones that you see here of generating around $120,000 in donations through our platform by the month of September and generating around $900,000 in donations through our platform by the end of year one. Now, for the future, we plan on getting a provisional patent for our business process and on fully protecting our IP to secure some of our competitive advantages. Now, what we also plan on doing is implementing a number of other additional products and secondary products to secure some secondary revenue from the national businesses that we partner with. And I'd be happy to talk about those type of products or our financials or the figures that I mentioned on the past slide during the Q&A. Now, I've shown you exactly what Fundzy does and how we work, how we allow the millions of small organizations and individuals out there without a 501c3 status to fundraise through our platform. I've shown you how we reward donors in a compelling manner that allows all of our users to offer their supporters great incentives to make a donation. I've shown you how we connect these large national businesses and brands to the loyal communities behind small organizations and individual fundraisers. And most important, I've shown you how we make money doing so in a manner that allows everyone on our platform to be a winner. Now, I'm extremely confident in the future of Fundzy, and I strongly believe that everyone here could have at one time in the past used Fundzy's platform or will be able to now at one point in the future use Fundzy's platform as well. And that gives me a lot of confidence in Fundzy and gets me extremely excited about Fundzy's future. Now, with the potential prize money that I'll hopefully win today, I'll be able to better secure Fundzy's potential, and I'll also be able to more confidently reach our short-term milestones. Now, I'm extremely excited for Fundzy's future, like I said, and I hope that you're just as excited as I am now. And with that being said, I thank you for listening to me, and I hope that I can answer any questions that you may have now.
I think that was a great presentation.
Thank you.
How did you come up with the 6.5% that you'll take out of the donations?
So current platforms charge anywhere from 5 to 3% plus some additional processing fees. We kind of looked at that and saw, what would be fair, and then we also decided that the value of our service is greater than the current value that other services offer. So we came up with the 6.5%. But that number will later down the road potentially tier based on the level of discounts that are rewarded to donors and based on the amount of money that you raise. But for now, it's just a flat 6.5%.
Yeah, Dylan, you're a very effective spokesperson. I probably need to hire you for one of my portfolio companies. But are you concerned that you're a one-man show? I mean, what are the other resources that you have here to launch this? Could you give us some
of course. Figured that
detail
question
on
was
that?
coming. So, well, like I said, I have a great team of mentors and advisors behind me. But when I first came up with the idea for Fundzy, I just really jumped right into it and wanted to get to launch as quick as possible. And now that it's actually launched and we're live, there's more clear-cut roles that need to be filled. So I plan on recruiting a team very shortly, which will allow me to clear up any of those issues that might come up from being a one-man team, and that's something that this prize money will potentially help me with. But so now that I have launched the platform and know exactly which roles need to be filled and what kind of people we need to get in here to make this thing more successful, I'm going to go out and recruit that team.
Echo Bill's question, that's on your team build side. How about when you scale your business model? What are your pain points? What you can see from now?
Pain points?
Pain points, your challenge or what will be make you to grow?
Yeah, so the challenges to the growth are just getting your name out there and getting awareness for the platform. In terms of a scale issue, there's not that many scale issues because like our wonderful lead speaker talked about, the overhead costs for internet company, as I'm sure many of you are aware now, are relatively low. And they rise as variable costs with scale. But one big roadblock to growth would be, if I had to say, there was one, that it would be the potential partnerships that we'll secure with the businesses. Because if the rewards aren't compelling, then people won't donate. So we need to go out and secure really great partnerships with businesses so that you're getting 45% off your next purchase at Gap. Because if you're just getting 10% off of a Pizza Hut, that's not going to really create a lot of incentive in people to make a donation.
Do you see to build your user base is very difficult from what you are seeing right now?
I don't see that as being a problem. Our platform caters to, like I said, a very wide user base that right now doesn't really have any great online solutions for their fundraising. So I think that obviously as our platform grows, there's definitely going to be some changes made, and we're definitely going to expand out on the platform. But for now, based on the fundraisers that we're doing now, I don't see that being a problem because the user can come online, completely customize their page, add their own logo, give the reason for their fundraiser, the end date for their fundraiser. So it's very it's very customizable. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very good. If there are no other questions, Dylan, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.